Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. What a wild and controversial start to the NFL season we've just witnessed, especially when it comes to the Eagles and their division rivals. It's not just about the game anymore. It's about the drama, the intensity, and the kind of headlines that can shake up a team's reputation. And right now, the buzz is all about the incident involving Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott during that epic Week 1 clash between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. This isn't just any ordinary altercation. It's one that's stirring up debates across the league, across fan bases, and even among former players and analysts. So, let's break down what really happened, what it means for the Eagles, and how this incident is becoming a defining moment early in the season. First, let's set the scene. The game itself was a hard-fought battle, as expected when these two NFC East giants collide. The Cowboys came into this matchup with high hopes, eager to start their season on a strong note, and the Eagles, of course, aiming to defend their division crown and make another deep playoff run. From the first whistle, the intensity was palpable, with both teams playing physical football, leaving everything on the field. But then, in the heat of the moment, things took a turn that nobody saw coming. During a play, footage surfaced showing that Dak Prescott spat on Jalen Carter, and to make matters more complicated, later footage revealed that Carter had spat on Prescott as well. It's a classic case of mutual disrespect, but of course, the league and the fans are focusing on the implications of Carter's actions, especially since he's considered one of the rising stars on the Eagles' defense. Now here's where things get really interesting. Jalen Carter, a player who's been hailed as one of the most talented defensive linemen in recent draft history, has been making waves all offseason with his performance and potential. The hype was justified. Carter has shown flashes of dominance that could redefine the Eagles' front seven for years to come. But this incident threatens to overshadow all that. The league has finally taken a stand, and Carter has been fined for his actions, specifically for spitting on Prescott. This might seem like a minor disciplinary action compared to other fines or suspensions, but the message it sends is loud and clear. Unsportsmanlike conduct and disrespect will not be tolerated, especially from a player with Carter's rising star power. But as always, the story doesn't end there. A video that surfaced later that night added fuel to the fire, showing Prescott spitting back at Carter during the same game. It's important to highlight that both players were wrong in this situation. Spitting, in any context, is a blatant sign of disrespect and is considered one of the lowest acts someone can commit on the field. It's a sign of frustration, yes, but it also reflects poorly on both individuals involved. For Carter, the fact that there's clear proof suggesting he spat directly on Prescott complicates his situation. It's one thing to have a heated exchange or a verbal confrontation, but spitting on someone crosses a line that many fans and analysts find unforgivable. Now, here's where the discussion gets even more nuanced. Why would Carter, a young player with so much potential and a reputation for being a disciplined athlete, resort to such behavior? That's the big question. Some might argue that the heat of the moment got the best of him, that adrenaline and emotions overwhelmed his better judgment. Others believe that this is a sign of immaturity or a lack of control. Either way, it's a costly mistake, one that could have long-term repercussions for his image, his career, and the team's reputation. And let's not forget the fans and the organization. The Philadelphia Eagles, as a franchise, pride themselves on discipline, professionalism, and playing the game the right way. When a young star like Carter steps out of line in such a public manner, it not only embarrasses the team, but also raises questions about the locker room culture and the leadership within the organization. Eagles fans are fiercely loyal, and they expect their players to represent the team with integrity. That's why the response from Eagles legend Kelce was so significant. Kelce, known for his fiery personality and candid opinions, didn't hold back when discussing Carter's actions. On his podcast, Kelce went on a rant, expressing his frustration and disappointment. He emphasized how much Carter means to the Eagles, how talented he is, and how vital he could be to their success in the coming years. But Kelce was also brutally honest, saying, "Why the expletive? What are we doing?" He pointed out that this kind of behavior is unacceptable for a player of Carter's caliber. Kelce highlighted how Carter has the potential to be one of the best defensive linemen in the league, a true game-changer on the field, but that his actions off the field could jeopardize all that. Kelce's words carry weight because he's been a cornerstone of the Eagles' success for years, a leader in the locker room, and someone who understands the importance of discipline and maturity in the NFL. He emphasized that Carter has to be smarter and better, not just for the team but for himself. "He's taken accountability," Kelce said, "but moving forward, we need you to be better than that, Jalen." That's the key: accountability. It's what every player needs to show after a mistake, especially during such a pivotal moment early in the season. This incident is a test for Carter, a moment to demonstrate growth and maturity, to show that he's not just a talented athlete but also a responsible one. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about what this means for the Eagles' defense and their overall season prospects. Jalen Carter's impact on the Eagles' defense has been noticeable from the get-go. His explosiveness, agility, and ability to disrupt plays make him a crucial part of their front line. Many analysts consider him the best defensive player on a very talented Eagles defense, which already includes standout players like Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. His presence on the field often draws double teams and creates opportunities for his teammates to make plays. In the game against the Cowboys, Carter's influence was evident. His ability to penetrate the line and pressure Prescott was a key factor in limiting Dallas's offensive success at times. Missing Carter for some stretches due to suspension or disciplinary reasons could have been a blow to the Eagles' defense. But even with that, the unit managed to hold up. However, the fact remains that Carter's presence on the field is a game-changer, and his absence during crucial moments could have cost the Eagles dearly. This incident, therefore, isn't just about discipline. It's about the team's strategic and tactical stability. What makes this situation even more compelling is the potential for growth. Kelce and others in the organization have emphasized that Carter has shown accountability, and that's a vital step. This is a young player who's still learning the ropes, who's got the talent to dominate for years, but who needs to channel his emotions better. The NFL is a league that demands maturity, discipline, and composure. It's a league that rewards players who can handle pressure without crossing the line, and Carter has the tools to do just that if he learns from this moment. For the Eagles, this whole episode serves as a reminder of the importance of leadership, both on and off the field. It's about setting the right example, about how one mistake can ripple through a team and affect their season. But it's also about resilience. The Eagles have a resilient culture, a team that's built on hard work and discipline. This incident, while unfortunate, can be a catalyst for growth, for Carter to come back stronger and more focused. Looking ahead, fans are hopeful. The Eagles are a team that's always striving for excellence, always looking to improve and adapt. They've already shown that they can contend with the best teams in the league, and with Carter back on the field and in the right mindset, their defensive unit could be even more formidable. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, with the Cowboys eager to bounce back and reclaim their dominance, but the Eagles remain the team to beat when they're firing on all cylinders. In the broader context, this incident also reflects how the NFL is increasingly emphasizing sportsmanship, respect, and professionalism. League officials are cracking down on disrespectful conduct, and players are being held accountable not just for their performance, but also for their behavior. It's a league that's trying to maintain integrity amidst all the excitement and passion, and Carter's situation is a prime example of how a young star can learn a lesson early in his career. So, Eagles fans, while we're all proud of the team's resilience and talent, it's moments like these that remind us of the importance of maturity and discipline. Jalen Carter has a golden opportunity here to learn to grow, and to prove that he's not just a talented athlete but also a true leader on and off the field. The NFL season is long, and there will be ups and downs, but what matters most is how players respond to adversity. Carter's response in the coming weeks will be telling. Will he channel his energy into becoming a better player and teammate? Will he show the maturity that Kelce and others believe he's capable of? That's the story to watch. And remember, folks, the Eagles are more than just one player or one incident. They're a team built on resilience, talent, and a desire to win another Super Bowl. They've been through tough times before and they've come out stronger. This incident, though controversial, might just serve as a stepping stone for Carter and the team to grow even more unified and determined. The NFC East is fierce, but the Eagles have the talent and the heart to keep fighting for that championship. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now, as we wrap up this deep dive into the incident and what it means for the Eagles, I want to emphasize that this is just the beginning. The season is still unfolding, and so much can change in the coming weeks. How Jalen Carter responds to this setback, how the coaching staff manages the situation, and how the team rallies around him will all play crucial roles in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. Fans should stay tuned because the Eagles are a team that's always ready to bounce back, always ready to prove doubters wrong, and always aiming for greatness. The NFC East remains one of the most competitive divisions in football, and moments like these only add fuel to the fire. So, Eagles fans, what do you think about all this? Are you disappointed but hopeful? Do you believe Carter will learn from this mistake and come back stronger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters a lot to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and more of what you love, Philadelphia Eagles football. Stay passionate, stay loyal, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, fly, Eagles, fly.